dog's okay?
This has been an awesome display of Mother Nature all across the state of Louisiana. This storm has produced flooding from the northwest tip of this state to the southeast tip. And of course, as you all know by now, the entire state of Louisiana has been declared an emergency. And I want to thank the people here on the ground, the sheriff, the police jury president, Ms. Bennett, the Mayor Walker, everybody, for doing such a good job partnering with the state to make sure that the people receive the most protection that they can. You know, public safety is always number one priority, protecting lives and property. We have a partnership that allows that to happen, and they've done a wonderful job. Of course, there's only so much you can do to restrain the flow of water, especially when you have record rainfall like we've had and the ground was already saturated. I just want to urge everyone to continue to exercise caution. I know the weather is better, but we are going to continue to have flooding for some time, and it's going to be a couple of days now before the crest actually happens on some of the waterways. And until that happens, there's subject to be more flooding instead of less as water backs up into the tributaries. And every time that happens, people need to be mindful, especially if they want to be motorists. We don't need sightseers. We don't need people out traveling the roads unnecessarily and further taxing the capabilities that we have to render assistance. And so we need people mindful of the dangers. We need them to not disregard the signs for when you have road closures or high water warnings and that sort of thing. And quite often it's the motorist who finds out that a road is unpassable before some of our first responders and sheriff's deputies and those sorts of things can get there and discover that and put up the signage. So just asking everybody to be patient. We will be in recovery mode pretty soon, but we're not there yet. And I just want to again thank the sheriff, Ms. Bennett, Mayor Walker, everybody for doing such a good job. And I want to thank y'all for being out here and allowing us to talk directly to the people in Northwest Louisiana about the need to continue to exercise caution.
With such an emergency situation now statewide, I heard you talking earlier, plucking off rooftops in southeast Louisiana.
Right.
How does that perhaps impact what the state's able to do for us up here in northwest Louisiana?
It will not. We have 700 high water vehicles around the state of Louisiana with the National Guard. We are making those available, but not just that, but boats, whether it's through the National Guard, Wildlife and Fisheries. We've got the state police working double shifts. You are not going to see a lack of resources. In fact, I will tell you that I've been in Shreveport and now in Bossier. I'm headed to Monroe. I've been talking to parish presidents and sheriffs for the last couple of days. There haven't been any requests for assistance that haven't been timely given from the state, and that's a testament to the partnership that we have. But also, it's sort of unfortunate we're more practiced at this than we want to be because we keep responding to disaster after disaster. But at least the good part of that is we know what we're doing now, and the communication is good, and it's all coordinated, and we have some very good dedicated public servants at the local level, but also at the state level. I'll tell you, I've been assisted today and over the last several days by Lieutenant Governor Billy Nungesser, who is here, but we've got Mike Edmondson from the State Police, General Glenn Curtis from the National Guard. We've got Colonel Jim Wascom, who's now the head of GOSEP, all with me traveling today so that we can interface directly with the people on the ground, making sure that we're responsive to your needs and that we can plan going forward. And so we will not hesitate to make available whatever resources are needed here at the local level.
Impressions of what you saw in this one neighborhood of many in Bossier.
Yeah, well, you know, the amazing thing is I don't believe the water's ever been at that level before in this subdivision, and so that's happening all around the state. Obviously, the people are resilient. They're coping pretty well back there. We had an opportunity to talk to a number of them. Some of the homes got water and some did not. But even here in this subdivision, there's a chance that the secondary flooding could be worse than the primary flooding from the rain event itself. So nobody should let their guard down. There's still opportunities to get sandbags, for example. And I know that all of that information is being put out locally. So we're just asking people to still be cautious and still, do what you can to safeguard your property and don't do anything that would unnecessarily put lives at risk.
Now that you are here in Northwest Louisiana and you've visually seen it, is it better or worse than expected?
Well, I mean, I don't want to say it's better or worse. It confirmed what I had been hearing. And of course, the rainfall was heavy, torrential. It was record-setting all across North Louisiana. And one of the things that's developed even since we've been here today is we now have tremendous problems in southeast Louisiana. The rainfall is happening, but the wind has been blowing out of the Gulf and across Lake Pontchartrain, stopping the rivers from flowing south, and so there's just no place for the water to go. And just like you're having record flooding here, we're having it down in Washington and St. Tammany and Tangipahoa parishes too. So we'll be headed there in just a little bit to make sure that they're getting the assistance they need. This truly is a statewide record flood event.
And I know a lot of people just being on the high water vehicle there said, this is not a normal flood zone. A lot of people don't have flood insurance.
Yeah.
What do you want to say on this?
Well, I don't have any answers for those folks at this point. I can tell you that it is troublesome that we have so many homeowners without flood insurance whose homes have been flooded, because there's no easy answers to help those folks. And of course, we're going to do everything that we can. We will be asking for federal assistance once the threshold is met, the monetary threshold for the aggregate amount of damage around the state of Louisiana. But whether that results in assistance for these homeowners, it remains to be seen. Thank you all.
Thank you. Do we have any water? Thank you.